Well, you got good eyes.
Yeah, I watch everybody.
You're a street guy, and it's
I,
good to have you.
I watch everybody. It don't matter what color they are.
We'll put this show together, and people see it, but how are they going to hook up with us? How are we going to put a movement together where we force the government to say, well, we want these jobs, we want this money plan, we want to.
Well, I would like to one day, if we can, sit down with the brother Keith Ellis. I believe he could make a difference. I'd like to with him and talk about some of the issues that's going on in the community. And I don't think locking these brothers up going to help anything. I think if you, like I said, if you lock 10 up, 20 more, 30 more going to pop up somewhere else. That's not the answer. You got to make jobs. Even in the summertime, they don't give these kids nothing to do. Like I used to box. Let's take these kids and put them in the gym, you know, and if you time out, then they be too tired to go out and do something crazy. They full of energy. Like they say, out of time is the devil's workshop. They need something to do. A lot of them walk around downtown just doing nothing.
Well, you got to have people to supervise and mentor them. You got to have money to pay them.
Right.
And they don't want to do that. They don't want to put money. But I saw some good stuff going on at Farview Park the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing football, you know. They're out there with the kids, and I see grown-ups working with these little kids or something. That's pretty admirable, you know.
That's right.
Mentoring these kids in football.
And another thing I want to address. I get tired of driving past, and I see the little black sisters on the corner with the babies by themselves. Let me tell you.
The mamas having
No man in their life.
babies having babies.
Babies having babies. Let me say something, young brothers out here. If you make a baby, take care of it. Birth control ain't the answer because it poisons the young. That's not the answer. Anything you do in life, you got to pay. If you play, you got to pay. Don't have babies and just drop them off on your mama. Your mama raised you, raise your children. Sometimes the mother then raised your children and your children's children. That's not cool. If she want to do it, fine. But don't have babies and just drop them off on your mother. If you have some children, take care of them. Be a family. Have some structure. We coming into some dark days. A boy needs his father just like he things out. After a young boy especially, gets so big, his mother can't do nothing with him. He needs a father and his mother. The mother is the nurturer, and the father is the one that discipline and lay that heavy hand out of control. Uh-huh. You need both parents to even that thing out. Not saying that he won't get in trouble, but he's less likely to get in trouble if he got both his parents and put some structure in the family. Don't go if you make these babies, just take them. And that way you won't have to have all these people in your business talking about child support, talking about taking your license. Come together as a family. Until we get back to that, we're going to always be lost, you know.
You know, one of my ideas when I ran for office was, and this wasn't just for black girls, this is just for all girls.
Period.
On their 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th birthday, each one gets $1,000 from the state of Minnesota.
Right.
From this big pot of money that they have
right.
called the State Board of Investment.
Right.
And they invest money in stocks, and I got to use it for retirement people, but they got plenty of money to share around now.
Exactly.
So those kids, if you don't get pregnant or have an abortion,
right.
you get $1,000 on your 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th birthday.
Right.
Each time.
Each time.
An incentive for doing that. They said, well, you're paying off there. I said, well, a lot of parents do that.
That's right.
The kid gets an A in a class, you get him get him a new baseball glove, or you get him a new ball, or you let him go on a...
You got to reward them.
Reward. That's the word I was
You got to reward them. I'm gonna say this. If the Lord was going to do everything for you, he wouldn't have gave you 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet. Something the Lord left for you to do. So now what you going to do with it? I'm talking to the black leadership. What you going to do with it? Something God left for you to do. So don't just leave it in the Lord's hand. You got to get up and do something for yourself and make something happen. Prayer without actions is in vain. So that's just like if I got a flat tire out there on my car. I say, well, I'm going to pray, Lord, pump the tire. No, I got to go out there and put some work and change that tire. Right. That's the same within our community. I just can't pray about it. I got to go out there and change it. And so until you get ready to change it, you just talking. So we got to just stop all this talking and do some. We can do all this marching and have a party. And you look around 10, 15 years, we done wasted some time. You got to put that money together and make something happen. And we got a lot of smart people in the black community that can organize something. You know, or it ain't just, like I said, the black community, the poor people, and organize this.
Well, they won't work with me, I tell you that. I've tried to do that, whether it was they call him Reverend Randy Statton and Al McFarland of the Insight newspaper. And you know, there used to be a place called, Lucille's Kitchen in North Minneapolis. And black leaders used to get together there, and Al McFarland and his brother used to play. And they used to get together for lunches and things. So I went over there because I was talking about lead poisoning of the children.
Right.
Because, you know, you could do all you want. If somebody's brain is damaged,
That's right.
you're lead poisoned. Doesn't matter what you do with them. They just can't
function.
can't function.
Poor dieting.
And they wouldn't work with me.
No.
They don't like me coming out. I talked to them about fluoride in the water.
Right.
I said, fluoride in the water calcifies parts of the brain. I couldn't get support from the people. Senator Champion, he was very good because he sponsored the bill for me.
Right.
But that's as far as he went because he got visited. You know, you work with Leslie Davis, so you sponsor a bill that's not within the system, you get a visit. You might get it from the health department. You might get it. You don't know where they come from around the corner to let you know that today. You know, we're giving you lots of grants, you know, from General Mills and Target and Cargill and all of that kind of people.
So other words, he's just a puppet.
Sure, they're puppets.
See, like
That's why they blacked me out. They blacked me out. They boycotted me
But
for
ju-
this last election.
Well, just like I tell people, the NAACP is really not pro-black. It's a Jewish people that's backing them. And so if somebody backing you and giving you money, you can't say what you want to say.
Right.
See, when you talk about a guy, and there's a lot of people don't like him, but I love him, Minister Louis Farrakhan. He said, I can say what I want to say because I'm not taking kickback. And see, we don't need nobody in our community that's taking kickback. If you're not going to stand up, get the hell off the podium and move around. We need brothers that's going to stand up.
So how are we going to do that? What should we do to get people together? I always put my phone number up. I don't care if people call or when they can call and so on.
Well, I like to get the brothers together that's in the black community and the poor whites, because like I say, this day I see little white kids out here over north at night. You got rough-neck white boys be out here, and they're talking about no parents. They going through the same thing we going through.
Yeah.
Okay, they hang together. Poor is poor. I don't care what color you is. So we got to stop. We have little small differences. A lot of us won't work with each other. It's about poor working together so the poor can not be in poverty. See, I want to see poor people, no matter what color they are, come up. We got to make something happen.
Well, you got to have training and you got to have a job.
But a lot of these guys have training. But like I said, their records are so messed up that as soon as he get there, they kick him out of the door. Like I'm gonna give you, for instance, and I'm not gonna name what Italian restaurant I was in. I was downtown, and I put in an application at this restaurant, and they said, "Oh man, we got to do a background check." I said, "Got to do a background check?" They said, "Yeah, we got to do a background check." But as soon as you walk in the living room, they got a picture of Al Capone hanging up. I said, "They got a picture of Al Capone hanging up like he's Jesus Christ." Yeah. Now I'm not talking about him. But I'm saying this, that's double standards there. You telling me you want to check my record, but you got the Godfather hanging up in the middle of your living room. That should have welcomed me. You should have gave me an application and said, the job is yours. I told you I was a felon. This dude was one of the king of all kings. You got him hanging up and you talking about a background check. You promoting gangsterism. And I'm not talking about all due respect, but I'm saying it's double standards.
Yes, that's true.
You got Al Capone hanging up, but you telling me I need a background check. Come on now.
So what we got to do is try to get the community together to do what? Put people, there's nobody running for office that would help with what we're talking about.
We need to put the poor people together, like I say, even over South. I've seen poor whites, poor blacks, poor Asian, poor people.
Well, I'll put my phone number up there, and I bet you $1 that I don't get one phone call from anybody that watches the show. I know a lot of people watch because this show's going to play about 4 times. And I'll put my phone number up there throughout the show.
Well, I put mine up there. You know, I'm not afraid to put my, like I tell people, when you trying to do the right thing, you can't be afraid. I mean, if all the leaders, whether black leaders, white leaders, was afraid, we wouldn't have got what we got today. We still got a lot of work to do here in America. I'll put my number up, 612-214-9551.
9551.
Right.
Kelvin Burns.
And
Okay, well, I kind of think we used up this section of time. We've got a half-hour show in the can, so to speak.
all right.
So this is going to be up and playing. This is Kelvin Burns with me here.
Islam Atlantic.
Got a good luck.
Islam Moors.
I don't know what he's telling you something, but maybe he's giving you some code, you know.
Well, I was talking to the people out there, TV land, that I know
okay.
will be watching this.
Okay. So you want to say hello to them or something? Give them a wave?
And shalom.
Okay. Shalom Aleichem. Okay, so I'm Leslie Davis here with Kelvin Burns, and we'll catch you down the road. We may do another show. This will play for a couple of weeks. We'll see another one. Kelvin, thanks a lot for being with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Take care.